Okay.
We can't read everything we want.
So we're recording that.
Oh, okay, you got that.
Oh, you got the recording, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, does that have times or anything? No, it doesn't. He clicks info for your city, click on that right in the middle.
Where?
Up, there, too much.
One thing you can.
Down a bit. Down a bit, down a bit. Right there.
Need some money.
Let's go to community, that's what you're trying for.
Inclusive for your city.
Oh, that's good. They're trying to figure out, they said they don't even know if they can have classes to put this in these people's and not able to get in.
Oh, is this?
There's some glasses.
Yeah.
They're actually.
I think the prices are gonna go up.
Yeah.
They're closer to
See,
the,
This was be a realtor.
okay, so which city are you looking for?
I was looking for Amherst.
Or.
Oh. There you go.
Band for some sort of.
Latitude, longitude, they're
Go back up,
being very thorough.
go back up right there.
so it's.
So 113.58. Really? Oh, that's GMT.
We're ADT, Eastern Daylight Time.
No, we're not DK.
We're five.
We're,
GMT five.
yes, we are, standard time.
Yeah,
No.
We're gonna be a daylight savings time.
Oh, that's right, you're right, you're right.
So we'll be four?
Yeah, you can put central, by the way. Yeah, EDT,
Oh.
you're right.
Jenny's.
I forgot.
Yes, Lord.
So, all right, go back up. Go back up. Okay. Okay, so, partial phase starts, oh, no, it starts almost 2 o'clock.
We're gonna ask.
Well, like one thing I read that is why the schools are closing, because it could very well be the
Right.
kids will all be on the buses
Right,
trying to get home.
Yeah.
And if the streets are clogged
yes,
with
yeah.
viewers
Coming
trying
and going.
to, oh, well, that's over.
Yeah,
They'll never get home on the bus.
Oh, well, then.
okay, well,
Well, anyway, there's lots to explore here. We'll share the links that we like the best.
That you'd have to have me.
I think
Mickey's got.
one of these ebooks I have a copy
The
of.
wrong way.
No, I don't, I leave it and it does it both sides. It usually.
Here's an
does
eclipse
it.
simulator
Oh, my.
video for Amherst.
Yeah. So I just wonder what, I want the correct.
I heard this morning,
Yeah,
somebody,
get me.
you wouldn't expect to have a tough time with this
Why not?
eclipse.
Because we.
State Iowa control, they're trying to figure out what to do with their turnpike and everything,
really?
because they know people are gonna stop.
Oh, and one of you, and oh my God. Well, that would be in several states, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but ours, yeah, that's sad.
Yeah.
They're scared to death of what's gonna happen, but that's, I'm
You
positive.
have to have-
I believe it, because people are stupid. I mean, all it takes is somebody on the side of the road, and they got rubberneckers backing up there.
Both sides of the
You're gonna
river.
have the same thing with 90, with 2, everything.
Yeah,
Well-
well, that's why the schools are closing. We're not doing taxes that day.
Well, they, like
What
them,
time does it say for Amherst? Since I was talking, sorry.
well, like the one article we read said several years ago, it was in Kentucky or something.
Yeah.
And they had so many, they're judging by that. They had
Oh,
so
right.
many people influx
Oh, okay.
to watch it. They're saying, look what happened there. Let's learn from it.
Yeah, did they say anything about the roads?
Well, does Kentucky have highways?
Well, we started on there.
Yeah, I think everybody has.
They have mountains that go.
They got highways, trust me, they
Everybody
drive
has
like idiots.
Yeah, it's safe just to stay home.
Well, anyway, there's lots out here, so,
I wanna see the page, Mickey, let me write that page down, since I can't see any of that.
no, yeah, we will wanna email it to you.
Okay, good, thank you. Did you hear that? They're gonna email it to me.
They'll email it to everybody.
Everybody's gonna get the link so you can see.
Anyway, this article will tell you how much it gets and everything. There's plenty here.
Photograph the eclipse.
There's plenty here.
Okay, just write a place on you.
We should close the door so we can yell.
I tend to.
No, there's gotta be a reason. Oh, the balloon release.
I think unless we're willing to drive quite a ways, this will be the only one in our lifetime.
Right.
If we went to another country or another part of our country there. So.
Oh, you know what? Are you gonna be showing the YouTubes?
Those people, they put something.
Oh, yeah.
They won't-
Um,
no, because of
We
the-
don't need to do.
See, I cleaned up with whoever it was.
I'm sure they don't care.
Well, I like the little job. They always have such a messy.
No, you know what? You don't need the YouTubes.
You will?
Yeah.
Good. I'm thinking. That's a good solution.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so let me,
We're ready to be educated.
yes, now we're ready to go.
We gotta do.
If the viewers at home, all of you, have any trouble or need us to adjust anything, let us know. We've brought our camera and our
Well, the cameras sound like.
the camera out so we could kind of practice a little bit, because we're expecting Glenn Pooball next month to be our speaker. And we wanted to be able to take advantage of his presence and show him. He seems to be one that likes to walk around while he talks. So,
I'm down.
Like a good preacher.
okay, so our minutes were in the newsletter. Do we have a motion to accept them as they appeared?
I'll make a motion.
All right, Pam.
Pam made the motion.
I'll second it.
All right. Well, Sharon called.
Sharon,
Is there a third in the?
whoops, Sharon, seconded it.
There's the meetings.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then, like I said, next month will be Glenn Pooball. And unless we get some nice input on people telling us what they'd like to specifically hear about in April and May, we'll be doing more hodgepodge sessions, like I call this, which is 3 or 4 short learning opportunities.
But
What,
that's not what Glenn's gonna be.
pardon?
That's not what Glenn's going to be doing.
No, Glenn will be,
You went. from
it was
that-
his own thing.
Right.
The only thing he mentioned so far, he usually talks about what he sees coming in the technology world in general, what's going to be new. And he did mention artificial intelligence, but I don't know that he's real versed on it, just in general terms.
Oh, you know what? No.
What's coming.
I know how to spell it.
But we'll be hearing about that all year, I'm sure. What is the day of the number of our April meeting? 'Cause Mickey's checking. April, I wondered in conjunction with the eclipse.
Second Thursday is the 11th.
Oh, so it'll be after the
Right,
eclipse.
the 8th is a Monday for the eclipse.
Right, so our meeting will be after, because I thought, well,
Right.
should we plan to talk more about it
Oh, I see. what
in
you're saying.
April, but
No.
By
April.
then taxes are done. Are we still gonna have a Thursday?
It depends on.
it depends, we're gonna vote.
Okay.
Right, we want to get people's inputs if they like
We want
Thursday or
people's
Tuesday.
input.
I like Thursday.
For Denny and Don, we wanna have people's input on should we. After we don't need to have a Thursday meeting because of the tax situation. Would people be just as happy to stay with Thursdays?
Right, we've got 2 things. to
And
vote
then
on
the 11
time
o'clock
Right,
change.
Versus 10 or whatever.
What does each of you feel? You don't have to say today, but
Right.
we'll be doing a survey. To see if we should stay with 11 instead of 10 or not. So we can decide that later, all of us, many people here.
Oh, taxes are done.
Well, the reason I like Tuesdays is because I get my hair done on Thursday at noon.
Well, if we switch it permanently, then I guess you could, or could you? Could you switch yours to Tuesdays?
I can't, no.
Oh, she's not working Tuesday.
No, she only works Thursday, Friday and Saturday and.
Oh,
Well, then I can see.
okay. Well, we'll vote.
That's important.
Yeah, we'll see everybody.
So,
We'll check it out.
where's our,
You're, I don't think, you're not sharing anymore.
why don't you share the,
Oh, me, okay.
the
Alrighty.
the presentation links page,
Where are we?
so everybody can see where we're getting this information from.
I'll just share the browser. Okay.
Right on your history, I see it. Okay. If you, may be familiar with this page, it's, lccug.com/links, and it takes us to our page where we accumulate, links to the various subjects we have talked about. So if you want to go back and say what was said about this or that. The links, if you weren't at the meeting, last month, 5G, we talked about 5G wireless, where the different, is it phone companies? Particularly the cellular companies are coming out and offering these,
Right.
the equipment that will make you be on the internet.
Yeah, I talked about T-Mobile.
Yeah,
AT&T,
yes.
Verizon, and their 5G internet services, really nice. And
Yes,
it's
so, and Mickey
cost-effective.
has gone to what, AT&T?
I went to AT&T because they were the only ones.
The only one available at the moment.
So Mickey, did you see Brightspeed at all?
He
Well,
doesn't have it, doesn't
Brightspeed is CenturyTel. And I went from CenturyTel to
he? Spectrum?
Spectrum because I needed more upload speed for when we send our videos and stuff up to the
Okay.
cloud. Brightspeed had they had 10 meg down, and that was okay. But the upload speed was not even 1 meg, so I needed more to send 10 videos. Well, see if you're available on one of these other ones. There's T-Mobile, there's AT&T, and there's Verizon.
And it varies. One time you might
Yeah,
be
right.
eligible, and if you don't grab it right
Yeah,
then.
I was eligible for
T-Mobile.
the T-Mobile.
Briefly.
After Cliff told me about it, and then by the time I got my debit card, because they like to do the debit card, they give you 5%
Automatic.
discount. By the time I got that, it was all filled up, so I had to wait. And then I looked at AT&T and they were available, and I went with them, and I'm happy with the service. It's costing me about $56, 50 to 5 and some change. And I'm getting to, let's see here, where's my speed test? Here we go. I was getting, my AT&T was giving me 190 down and 73 up. And my brother, I got him on the T-Mobile, he's getting 280 down and almost 100 up.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, might that vary in your community
Yeah,
too?
And how
Yeah,
far away you are from the tower. and all
for the
that.
tower.
Right,
So that could vary.
yes. But the fact that you're getting those nice speeds and not having to pay Spectrum those outrageous, I was paying $100, $100 and some dollars.
Just for internet?
Well, I'm 100 I think it was 110 because I had the landline and the internet. So the landline, landline was about 20.
Is it really a landline?
No, it's but that's fine. I mean, I got a home phone is what I'm saying. A home phone. I didn't want to have to talk on a stupid physical cell phone all the time because I hate to have that little thing. I like a big screen and a real phone, in my ear, and I can put it on speakerphone and not have to worry about the battery dying. So I wanted a real phone. And plus I've had that number and it's associated with some of my government accounts and things like that, and all different kind of accounts, so. I want to make sure I keep that number and, so it's nice for me to have it. It's worth it for me. Now I've got UMA and it's costing me,
UMA is for the phone.
for the phone.
Option.
And they go over the internet and it's costing me, $6.25 a month. So between the two of them, it's 56 and 6, let's say $62 a month rather than 120 for Spectrum.
And there's one other one that's in that ballpark besides UMA. Do you know what that one is?
No, the other ones are like 20, at least $10 a month.
I can't think of the name.
I did some comparison.
You did, you researched it, okay.
Let's see here, right, let's try that. I looked at some of those and they were all at least $10 a month. Let's try the, here.
Yeah, that one sounds.
Forbes, yeah. Vonage, I think that's the one
Bonnet,
you're
yeah,
talking about.
maybe that was it,
But again, their price is, let's see,
was a little more.
where is,
And some of these have been around a long
yeah,
time.
see, $10 a month. And see, I didn't want to do that, so. Okay, Spectrum, 14.
And you can port your number over to these.
Yeah,
For a
the thing
fee,
I don't
I
like about
suppose.
Oma is they charge me
They charge you a
$40
fee.
to port it over, but I figure, okay, well, even so, with all the stupid buying the hardware and porting the number. It still is gonna be, within 8 months, I've made that back,
Anyway, so if anybody wants to explore,
right?
this option for phone, see
Or-
Mickey. Talk to Mickey,
Well,
he's
phone
explored it.
What is it?
Internet,
And the,
Yeah.
5G internet
Right.
providers,
right,
which I'm hearing more and more about.
Yeah.
I think more and more people are going to it because it does give
Exactly.
them a cost.
right, you subscribe to Cord Cutters News, right?
Yes.
He's mentioned that more and more people are going to 5G.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're interested, people, pardon me,
To what news?
Cord Cutters News.
If Facebook page where I read it.
I use the YouTube channel, but anyway, he talks about getting rid of cable. And doing streaming TV rather than cable and things like that.
And then somebody comes in and asks a question and it's been asked a million times.
Oh, you're talking on the Facebook page.
Yeah, on
okay.
Facebook, and then 10,000 people have to say the
Okay.
same thing again.
Yeah, I don't
You
follow.
have some information. Anyway, so there's there's coming more and more options for us in the world of
Yeah,
internet
Oh,
connectivity
and speaking of which, AT&T has requested in California at least to be allowed to stop providing home landline services
Oh, really?
to people.
Yeah, at all.
Because they say, okay, we can do the
Not
same
cost
thing
effective.
with their fiber or with their 5G and we don't want to have to run copper anymore. So yes, it's not effective.
Well, they're gonna see a lot of those kind of
Yes,
decisions.
and not only they, but other companies are probably gonna do the same thing, so.
Well, I heard on the news today that and I to be honest, it was only hearing in the back of my mind, but it's some change then the providers of sports and so on were making. Where, because right now, if you want sports and you're trying to cut the cable from, the big packages,
Yeah.
you gotta pick up your NBA stations here and you gotta
Oh,
be a member of this to pick up other stations.
That's true.
Sports, and there's something that's in the news today that was gonna change all that, of course. But I don't do sports, so
right,
we'll wait and hear if you're interested. Anyway, so that came to mind as a review from last month, since I see the links here on 5G wireless that we talked about last month. Even Glenn asked me about it because he's not happy with the way he's getting internet at his home, because he goes back and forth between
Oh.
Florida.
right,
And he was looking for some option, make sure he had the best options at the least expensive, so.
Yeah, that's-
I referred him
that's,
to our links,
okay,
so we'll see how it goes and recording of our meeting. I have just one thing before we leave this, I have an acquaintance and she does that where she is only spending a month or two in Ohio anymore, because they bought a place in Florida. And she has a T-Mobile connection and she takes it back and forth with her. So she's in Ohio, she uses it,
wow.
and I think she has to let the company
I was
know.
gonna say, she must be allowed.
She has to
do
let
it
the
because
company know
If you
that,
sign up for these companies, one of the.
yeah, they
things
don't want
say
you
is
sharing it.
You can't move from this location, this is fixed
Because
location,
RV people have that problem.
right,
If
exactly.
they're traveling in an RV and they
Yeah.
want their internet connectivity, they have to research it to make
Right.
sure it'll cover wherever they are. Anyway,
Do you know what service she's with?
I think it was T-Mobile. the one.
Okay, that was, because that's what I was thinking is, you gotta make sure that if you do go out and they let you do it, that they don't fill your spot. So
Right.
you don't have a spot when you come,
We talked
you
about.
might wanna tell people about that story you told me about.
Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah.
one I read in probably Cord Cutters or something that this one fellow was looking at a new home. And it was in a place he was worried, would he have internet coverage, I guess. But when he was talking to the previous homeowner, oh, well, we have T-Mobile 5G here, you should be good. So he said, okay, that's what I'll be using. And then when he went to sign up, the original homeowner had dropped the service and it automatically went to the next name on the waiting list, which wasn't him. So he could not get internet he had to sign up and wait before he could get internet in his new home, which would be
Yeah.
kind of awkward.
Yes, very.
We all count on
Mhm.
having some internet. Okay, so let's go back and look at our first link today. Oh, we were gonna talk about tax software.
Well, taxes in general.
Yeah, getting your taxes done, and nowadays, you know, a lot of people do it online. I remember when it first became a big deal to do your own taxes online, I would go to the store and buy a box
Yeah.
with CDs for like TurboTax or H&R Block or whatever, and then bring it home, install the CDs and do my taxes.
Yep.
And then it moved to doing it online entirely in the cloud, so to speak. And
I still do the download, or it's.
You download the program?
CD, yeah, the program. I install the program and let's see here,
I've got the old CDs from if I ever needed them.
yeah, it's good to keep those programs.
I've got a
Doing it
box of
online is fine, but the problem with that is that you have to pay the online prices, where if you can do the, get the CDs or whatever, in this case, it's just a software download. It will. You know what, and I'm not gonna go here, I'll tell you the other place instead. You can get it real cheap. I used to do H&R Block all the time, because TurboTax is usually expensive. More expensive than H&R Block, and right now. But I didn't like putting it all together. Oh, it's not there. I have to put the answers in. There we go. I don't want the reviews, I want,
I see the
Yeah.
first one in
oh, that's a blog post, well, that's all right, maybe it'll show. Okay.
we could buy some of Victoria's Secret
Yeah, all right.
lingerie.
Lord have mercy.
It's an.
The guys get a full cover up textured shirt and we get a skimpy cold lingerie.
Yes.
Oh,
No. Let's look at this one. Sorry about this. I thought.
it should be pretty front and center.
Yeah, it was,
Maybe it knows you,
I wanna find it. I know Nielsen, you know what, let me go there. Nielsen had a link to.
Looks like my page.
yes, Neil was at our officers meeting, but he's, on Tuesday, but he's
This
in,
was the-
doing electrolysis.
Yeah,
on
so right
Thursdays.
now, they've got the deluxe, which is pretty much what most of everybody needs,
Sandy.
for $15.
Dialysis, right?
Oh, yeah, what did I say?
Electro.
I always say that all the time. I gave up trying to
Yeah, but
say
it-
dialysis.
But if you showed up, that means he's doing good.
Anyway,
Yes, he looks good on
so
line.
H&R Block, you can
Oh, there we
usually, you can usually get
So those are the
Relatively
CD
cheap.
prices.
Well, yeah, it's not really CD
Or the
download, but still, it's effectively
physical.
the same thing, right? You just,
Physical.
instead of the CD, you get the download. But you can see the prices are, you know, $15, $18, $35 for the premium, which hardly anybody needs. Unless you're, you know, doing rental income or whatever maybe. And then here's where TurboTax starts at $40. Oops.
And that's includes a filing fee.
The federal, it does.
Not
I
the
know,
state?
I know on the state and H&R Block, it says federal and state, and it'll prepare the federal and the state. But I found out the hard way that it won't file the state for you automatically.
Oh, but it's all filled out. You have to.
Yeah, you can do
Decide
that, or
what you
just
wanna
go on
do.
the
We're all
Ohio's
seniors,
website to do it.
We're all seniors.
But, yeah, there's also, if you don't want that, let's see
You're
here.
not working, you don't have to pay soon.
I went
Yeah, no, you
to,
still have to file.
if you don't wanna do
It changes back and forth. One year I have to file, one I don't.
Yeah,
So Mickey's showing us the,
Yeah.
go to the ARS free file.
Well, before I do that, I
Oh.
want to tell people about their APCG is going to talk about TurboTax and H&R Block tomorrow at noon. And you have to register.
but
No, it's not tomorrow, which day? Yeah, the 10th they're gonna start. That's Saturday, right? Okay, so you have to register by tomorrow at 9. And just click on the link. It'll
You'll get a Zoom link for the
oh,
next meeting.
really?
So much.
Oh, I didn't put the stupid link in. Dumb me.
We'll have that corrected and you'll
Yeah.
see where
Let's see
to
here.
go.
All right, let me go back to here because Sandy sent it to me. We'll show you anyway, but I'll correct that link. Go ahead. Here we go. Well, we'll go to hers. She's the source anyway.
There you go.
So yeah, you go there to register, but this link will work.
And they're gonna talk about all the different programs and they're gonna actually go step by step through
Right.
H&R Block as an example. And do a fictitious file it, set it up.
Right.
They won't submit it, I don't think, but
No, they won't.
but you'll see how it works and what to go. So if you've never done your taxes or you're leery of it, this is an opportunity to log into a Zoom meeting and watch the information and
All right,
learn
so-
more about it.
So, and if you don't want to do that, or besides that, the IRS has some list of free sites that will do the tax prep.
This is the way I always go into it.
Right, so we go to, oh, come on, oh, there it is. Okay, all right,
At the IRS website.
right, and you can, if you don't, well, here, nobody wants to do billable forms, so then you have to just mail it in, you don't want to do that. So you just click on here, explore free guided services, and just do the browse off. And probably everybody's gonna be eligible for these, I think. most
Yeah,
of them now-
your adjusted income from last year
Yeah.
has to be within a range.
Yeah, this says 68,000, this is 79,000,
After adjustments, right?
adjusted gross income, right, but, and you gotta be careful about when it says between. Or less is okay, but when it says between, unless you have. Income from investments and things like that, if all you have is social security, then guess what, you have 0 AGI. And you'll need to put in $1 just to get it to file, but you're not eligible for this one because you don't come high enough. So if you don't have enough, you couldn't be able to use this particular one. Or this one here, this one says 17,000, so you have to have, some pretty good investment income or something. Anyway, these arrows here will let you know where you can go. This one here says 44,000 or less. Which isn't very high.
The one I've gone to is that
LLC,
OLT,
right, now this.
45,000 or less.
Yeah, this says 45,000 or less, but if you go to my page here, or this page here. And you go to the AARP's site where you can either have. One of our volunteers help you or just do it yourself. If you go to this OLT will do between 16 to 79, so if you have a
Why
little
is
bit
it
higher,
higher?
because it's sponsored through ARP,
Oh,
so,
Wow.
right. So keep that in mind, if you want to do online taxes, which is OLT, and you come here, it makes the income limit higher. But you also have to have at least 16,000. And then we have, the reason we're doing these things on Thursdays is because we also have sites in Lorraine County where we do it for you for free, but you have to make appointments. So we do it here where we are physically at the LCCC.
yeah, they do it in this building.
Right, at Mondays and Wednesdays. And they also have Amherst Public Library for all.
Limited days,
Yeah, all the Saturdays in March, and then one more Saturday in February.
which if it's not filled up.
Yeah, it might all be filled up. Let's see here, where else? I've heard this was a pretty sad sight. It's a very small room. They only have room enough for 3 counselors in there, so
Oh.
I don't know about that. Yeah, they moved to a new building. Oberlin is nice. I'm down there. We have 6 or 7 counselors. I think we had 6 the other day. We're missing one. That's on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then Wellington, but
2 days a week.
yeah, so, you know, if you wanna, and if you wanna just download a PDF of this or a spreadsheet, I got this here, we can show you, you can. Just a list of the
Print
same
it out.
thing, right, in type quarters or whatever, but it's the same thing, so.
And if you make an appointment there, you take your paperwork in and sit down with a counselor who will
Exactly.
fill it out for you
Do it all
That's
there.
great.
and send it off,
Yeah.
right? Do they send it from there?
Do the federal, we do the state, we do the school district, we don't do city.
And if you are a couple, do you have to have both people there?
They should go there because technically they're both supposed to sign.
Sign in
Yes.
front of you. so to
Right.
speak.
Okay, so those are all your options.
So
for
that, yeah,
getting
that
tax
was-
stuff
I wanted to-
done.
Remind people, because I know, wasn't it, TurboTax got in trouble last year?
Yeah, well, we're
Because
still in
they-
trouble.
They were tricking people.
Yeah, they said free, 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 and they had all these kind of.
They're still showing commercials for free, and the trouble is,
Well,
you
yeah.
start through the forms and you click the wrong thing, which
Yeah.
is not clear, and all of a sudden you're paying.
All righty, any questions from our peanut gallery, either home or, or here? No, okay. We talked about a lot of things so far. All right, we want to go with your, what do you want to start with, Sandy?
Let's do everything, because I thought that was really useful.
Alright.
This is a utility, one of these speakers that.
Today, I'm going to show you how to find
All right, can everybody hear that down at the?
Yes, yes.
How
But
about
I thought this
people at
would be
home?
useful if we
Donna, can you hear
learned
that?
about it.
Were you able to hear that?
Yeah, yep.
All right, we'll start then. Do you have anything to say before we start the video?
Well, just that Huey has done a lot of these kind of, and I think he does a nice job, and he's one of the Tech for Senior presenters. And this was from a show a little bit ago, but I was reminded of it and I thought, oh, I gotta do this one. So let's watch.
anything using everything on a PC. I'm Huey Poplock. That's right. I like to find files quickly. Windows doesn't really give us a chance to do so. I'm going to use a program that I've talked about many times, but I've never really demonstrated in detail. We're going to try to do that today. Using Everything by Void Tools. You use Windows Search or Cortana, you'll find a few files on your system, and then it'll say, well, let's go to Windows Explorer and see what we can find. When you do that, and you put in your search, you will find that it takes quite a bit of time. I have 3 screen captures here. The first one about 5 minutes in, the second one about 9 minutes in, and the last one about 30 minutes in when it finally finished. So it takes a long time just to find one term when you're searching with Windows Explorer. When you are searching using Everything, as soon as you open it, it's ready to go and it finds everything within a second. This is the website, voidtools.com, where you can download the installer, where you can download a portable version as well. Let's take a look at a live demo. Let's open up Everything. As soon as we do, it's there and we can start searching. So let's use the term CFCS to search, And it now has found 1,540 objects. And it does the folders first. And as we scroll down, you can see there's a lot of items there. As we scroll down, then we get the files. There's some that are Excel spreadsheets and PDF files and all kinds of files. And we can sort in several ways. And we're going to take a look at some different ways in which we can sort. First, we are sorting alphabetically with the folders at the top. If we click the name, we reverse that. So now we're starting at the Z under the files, then we go to the folder. So we can search alphabetically from A to Z, Z to A. We can sort by the path, and then we can reverse that, and it will do the G and C. And I'm going to talk about how you set that up in a moment. You can do by size. So you can have the largest file at the top. In this case, it's 2 gigabytes. Or you can go to the smallest. Those are folders, so there's not sizes, but then we start at 1K. Or you can go by date modified to the date that I'm recording this, which is the 7th of August. Or you can reverse it and go to the oldest file using the CFCS by folder is 2012. The oldest file by itself is 1998 on my hard drive. Now there's different views you can have. Right now we're looking at the details. You can have medium thumbnails, you can have large thumbnails, and you can have extra large thumbnails. Let's look at different items that you can search. You can search everything, which is what we're set at now, but you can only look at audio files, compressed files, documents, executables, just folders, just pictures, or just videos. Another thing that we can do under View, we can have a preview window. That means if we click this, we see a preview of it. So you can adjust that. But you can also adjust your column sizes so we can have all the information and see it here. You see the ability to change, and it changes very quickly. There's a couple of things I want to show you under Tools and under Options. First one is folders. I have a D drive, which is an SD card, and G is my Google Drive. So I can search my Google Drive as well by adding it under folders. And I can exclude certain things. I don't want to show hidden files in folders. I don't want to show any system file. And in most cases, when I'm looking for a file, I'm not looking for something that's going to be either hidden or a system file. If I'm sure that that's what a file is that I'm looking for, then I might want to uncheck those. But I'm going to keep them checked. I'm going to say, oh, it does take a few seconds when you make that. Now it's sorting them, and it's done. So now it doesn't have any of the hidden files or any of the system files. So if I type in Huey, you will see all of the folders that have Huey, but let's now search for any video files that have my name in it. And you will see that there are several. They're right there. I want to look at any document that has my name in it. You will see that even documents, if I click on it, I will get, sometimes takes a few seconds for it to load the file to show you the preview. I want to look for pictures, and then I can go back to search everything. Now let's say I want to find Chromebook. You can see I have a lot of files there. And if I wish, I only want to find on G, I want to look at my Google Drive, and you can see that it shows everything that's on my Google Drive. So I put a space there in the word screen, I will see the word screen and only those items that are on my Google Drive. So people ask, can I search my Google Drive? Well, this is a way which you can search your Google Drive. You're not going to do it from your Chromebook, but you can do it from your PC. Find what you want, know where it is, and then go to your Chromebook and then work with it. Let's look at a few ways that I use everything. First, I want to find some files that I know were in the folder when I was working on Website of the Week. And as I start to type in website, you'll notice that it keeps changing with each letter. And as I continue to type, it found all of the Website of the Weeks. I'm looking for something in 13. So I'm going to come down here to that folder. And it could be even a file where that folder is. But I'm going to find that folder. I'm going to right mouse click. And I'm going to come up here to Open Path. When I click on Open Path, it opens up my Windows Explorer to that folder and all of the files and subfolders that are there. Then I can find the file that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a file that I created in a program called Microsoft Publisher. I know all of the files that Publisher creates are .pub. So if I hit the star or asterisk .pub, it will find the asterisk is a wildcard. So it'll find any file that has the extension pub. So I can come down here, I can find what I'm looking for, and I know that it's that file, or it probably is. I can tell it to open the path. it opens the folder that has that file in it, and then I can pick and choose which one I want to use. Often I lose a file. I might save it and can't remember where I saved it to right after I saved it, or I was clicking and dragging a file and dropped it in the wrong place. Now, how would I find it? Well, let's give an example. I'm going to open up a web page. I'm still in Vid Tools, and let's say I want to find support and everything, and there's something on here that I want to capture. So I do a screen capture. I happen to use a program called Snagit. You may use something else, but this is what I'm using. So we're going to take this information. We're going to tell it, okay, grab it and save it and save as, and we'll say test number 1. And I say save, and I close. It saved it. I close this. I didn't pay attention to where I was saving it. So how do we do that? We'll minimize this. We called it. Doesn't matter what we called it. Maybe I don't even remember what I called it. What am I going to do? I am going to look under date modified, but I know that I saved it as a JPEG. So let's first tell it we want to look for pictures. Now we're going to go to date modified. We're going to sort, find the last one, and there it is right at the top because it's the last picture that I saved. I just click on it. I can look at the preview, and that's what I wanted. And here is where it is. And so I can now right mouse click and open the path. Okay, it's in the articles for the blog. It's for this article, but maybe that's not where I want it. I can place it wherever I want now that I know where it is, and I can even rename it if I didn't like the title that I was using. So very quickly, you can find what you last saved, even if you can't remember the name or where you saved it to. How to find anything using everything on a PC. I'm Huey Poplock.
That's a good one. Yeah, I thought that was useful, and I wanna
Watching.
sit down and download that utility, and I could have used it yesterday. I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah.
Was it in Google Drive? Was it in Docs? Was it in, oh my God, it took me forever.
So the tool we use is called Void Tools?
No, that's the company that makes it is called Void Tools. The tool itself is called everything.
Can you go to
Okay.
voidtools.com? Is that what it's called?
Tool. Thank you.
Void Tools.
There it is, right up top.
And then it said download the installer
Or the portable.
or the portable if you want it on a thumb drive, is that?
Well, you can just run it. You don't have to install it. You can run it from your computer
Oh, without.
without installing it. If some people go, I can't install it, or I don't.
Well, that's very
install it."
generous. They give you all these
Yes,
versions and it
right.
seems to be
Right.
even advertising free.
Yeah.
How could this be?
Well, they got a donate button.
Oh, donate. Why would they do that?
Mhm.
I don't donate. Anyway. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
And then we have some other choices. The other one by Huey, he says, I think a lot of us our age don't use TikTok.
Nope.
But here's why you might want to use it. And what when you hear about it, what's the deal?
go with it.
So I want to wish him.
It's TikTok. Huey, what is TikTok?
Well, it's very popular, and most of the people on here not only don't use it, but probably don't even know what it is. So I'm going to try to at least expose you to a little bit of what it is and why you might want to see what's going on there. So let's make this full screen, and we'll start her up. Block. TikTok has exploded in popularity over the last few years, especially among young people. Here is a scary fact. A recent poll found that about 32% of adults under 30 are now getting political news from the video sharing app. With over 150 million monthly active American users, nearly half of the US population, TikTok has become an influential force in shaping public discourse. TikTok's video-centric format appeals especially to women and to youth. Other platforms like Reddit and YouTube tend to be over-indexed with men. As TikTok continues to transform the social media landscape, educators and publishers must pay attention to how Generation Z and young millennials build knowledge and form perspectives there. Today, we're going to explore a world of creativity and connection through an app called TikTok. You might have heard your grandchildren or friends mention it. It's become a space where people of all ages can share stories, talents, and ideas in short video clips. You don't need to worry if you're not interested in making videos yourself. There's much more to TikTok than content generation. You can watch videos that entertain, inform, or resonate with your hobbies and interests. Let's dive in and see what TikTok has to offer. Let's start at the very beginning. What is TikTok? In short, it's an app enabling users to create, watch, and share short videos up to 3 minutes long. The videos incorporate music and range from dance trends to comedy skits to life hacks and everything in between. To get started on TikTok, you first must download the app from either the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. When you open the app, you can immediately start browsing videos. Use the search bar to explore topics interesting to you. For example, search dogs, cooking, gardening, or AI tips and tricks. The app begins tailoring video suggestions based on what you view, what you like, and what you search. As you scroll through the main feed, you can double tap a video to like it, tap the heart to save it as a favorite, or tap to comment. To create your own video, tap the plus icon to launch the camera. You can record yourself or upload photos and clips from your camera roll. Apply special effects, backgrounds, sounds, and more before posting your creation to the TikTok community. At its core, TikTok is a smartphone app for watching entertaining, informative, or creative short videos. The first step is downloading the app from your phone or tablet app store. When you open TikTok, you'll land on your main feed. Scroll up and down to start browsing the endless stream of videos.
Video.
TikTok video.
Here are some key features.
What's
Tap
that
the
you
heart
got?
icon to like a video and offer support. Tap the comment icon to leave a remark. Double tap to quickly like a video. Tap the share icon to send videos to friends. You'll notice many videos feature music clips and sounds. This audio element is part of what makes TikTok popular. Tap on the sound link of any video to explore other videos utilizing that same music. Click on a profile image to visit someone's personal account and watch all the videos they have created and shared. Following specific creators is a great way to ensure you see content you enjoy. The powerful search tool enables you to readily find videos about almost any topic imaginable. Try searching for gardening tips, book reviews, cooking hacks, do-it-yourself projects, whatever you're passionate about. TikTok is a free smartphone app allowing users to make and share short, entertaining videos, often with music in the background. It's become hugely popular thanks to its engaging content and intuitive video editing tools. People can watch videos on any theme imaginable, from silly dancing clips to useful tutorials on just about any topic. TikTok's recommendation algorithm customizes your feed to reflect your unique watching patterns and interests. This personalized experience is part of what draws users to keep coming back. Who knows? You might just find a new hobby or creative outlet on TikTok. If you get this screen in TikTok, don't worry. You may just get some political news, or maybe even something worse. You can skip it if you wish. This was an example of a TikTok video that I watched. This was another example of a TikTok video, this one being tech in nature. I did a search for AI tips and tricks. This was a video that I got as a result of that search. If you do a search, for instance, AI tips and tricks, if you click on the users column, you'll see a whole bunch of possibilities that you can follow. By clicking on the red follow button, I selected the top one to follow someone on TikTok. By clicking on one of the results you find in your search, you'll get this screen. And if you look in the center where it says followers, this particular one had almost 1,400 followers. So it must be a popular choice, and it was one that I went ahead and followed. Getting started is straightforward. Just open the app and dive right into the vibrant world of TikTok. TikTok, where many get the news. I'm Huey Poplock. Yeah, what made me want to look up? I don't use TikTok. Once in a while, I watch them, and they're interesting, but I just haven't gotten into it. And when I started looking, there's all kinds of things out there, and I read an article that the younger people are getting all their news from places like TikTok. That's scary.
Well, I'm sure excuse me here. I'm sure there'll be lots of questions about this in the Q&A. Very interesting. I got some bunch of questions as well. So I'm going to reserve those for the Q&A.
Yep.
So thank you for doing that. I think that was great. Interesting. Bob, are you going to tell us all about VPNs?
Okay. You know, the one thing that always comes up with TikTok is it's owned by a Chinese company.
Yeah,
And there's concern about
yeah.
security. And then they're sharing political program snippets. And you know, all the issues, I'm not go into it, but
Isn't that why that most governments
Yes, prohibited it.
have
they
been?
prohibit it on their company web
Right.
Device.
devices. Yes,
It was
because
in the news that I was watching the TikTok, the Chinese illegals are coming in from China to United States. They have all the TikTok instructions, how to get in there illegally.
Yeah. I wouldn't
They
be-
follow those to the T and they got in.
well, there's already a news story that in the news a couple times this week about how we know they can get in, you know, Chinese in this case, get into our utilities, our
Oh, yeah.
online banking, you know, they've already jumped in and jumped out just to test it, and here we sit, ducks on the water or whatever the expression is.
It's scary.
So,
Temu is another one that's Chinese that they're trying to.
but the TikTok, that, you know, it is addictive, you know, you start. But I find the same problem with, what is it, Facebook
Facebook.
Reels?
I don't like the
Facebook has
reels.
the little
I
reels.
don't like the reels. You have no control over the video. You can't fast forward, you can't
Oh, well, that's
drag
true.
the.
They're pretty short though, but yeah, it's better if you can fast forward and everything.
Yeah.
And then there's one other one that has shared like that. But anyway, they do get kind of addictive. And I even signed up for a TikTok account because I wanted, it's called Book Talk, TOK. So everybody that likes to review books online uses this hashtag for book talk. And I was watching people talking about their favorite books. And then you'll have people like, my great grandmother started a TikTok page, well, the grandson, no doubt.
Right.
Set it up, but she'd get out there and reminisce, talk, or give advice, whatever. And the thing is, once you click like,
Right.
it's oh, they like that, let's show another one.
It's like Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook does the same.
So she mentioned team. And I have
Right.
not been comfortable about ordering off a team like I do Amazon. And I'll tell you why. My girlfriend ordered a bunch of boots for her daughter, and they were the wrong size. Temu didn't want them back. They returned the money, but then they didn't want.
Well,
it
Amazon
back.
does the same thing a lot of times.
A lot of times. it's
Not always,
junk.
of course, not always, but a
Well,
lot of
yeah,
times
so-
Amazon says keep it,
Yeah, but
Get
it
rid of
depends on how.
whether it's value
Right, and but Temu, yeah, there's a lot of,
concern,
well. Counterfeit, let's say,
right?
stuff on Temu or ripoffs or copies, let's just say copies. Of things that are on Temu, they might not be outright. Frauds or counterfeits, but they're 99.9% exactly the same
They're
except for,
China, and they're
except for
China,
quiet.
right?
Yes,
See, I don't,
yes, Temu is in.
Amazon stuff comes from China too.
Well, that's true, right, but, you know, you gotta watch the quality of the stuff you get from Temu. And a lot of the stuff that comes from China, from Temu, if you order a size you think is right for you, it's gonna be like a midget size here. So,
Yeah, the sizes run different.
right,
that's just not what.
I'm running out of juice.
okay. All right, so what do you wanna look at next?
Where, oh,
Spectrum, like rate, say, I hate spectrum.
YouTube summary with chat, I guess.
Okay. All right, give it a try.
How to speed up your information retrieval on YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about a Chrome extension called YouTube Summary with ChatGPT and Claude. I use this on a daily basis. Let me explain
know
how
about
it works.
Claude.
It's Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, where we help seniors understand technology and also help them retrieve information from YouTube on a more efficient basis. Let me tell you about a free Chrome extension that links in with your free version of ChatGPT. I use this on a daily basis and it saves me a lot of time. Let me show you how it works. So let's say I wanted to make a video about the 5 best smartwatches to monitor your health. I create the video and I rank the watches 1 to 5. I could even take each watch and add timestamps that would take you to that correct section in my video to watch. But again, then you won't watch my video, and the whole goal of YouTube is to get you to watch the video. So this is where this extension is so helpful. Let me give you an example. Let's say I'm looking for a luxury hybrid SUV in 2024. I find this YouTube video called The 5 Best Luxury Hybrid SUVs in 2024. So this video is about 14 minutes long. I have to listen to the video for 14 minutes to find out what cars are involved. Now, if you look at the description, there's some teasing stuff there, but they don't give the plot away. So they want me and are going to force me to watch this video. Let me show you how ChatGPT can help you using this app. It's really cool. Now, after you've installed the extension on your Chrome browser, if you come up to my Chrome browser on the top here, this icon here is the icon for the extension. If you click this, you'll come into this user settings. Coming down here, we're going to be using the ChatGPT 3.5 model, which is free. I don't pay for ChatGPT. If you bring the drop-down menu here, you can change this to, if you're using a paid version, not a problem. The other thing is that when we come down here, the prompt for summary, you'll see that it summarizes it into 5 bullet points. We can change it here and make 4, 3, 2, or how many bullet points you want this summarized into, or you can put any prompt you want in here. If you have any prompt that you think will work better for you, put it in here and it will work. Now, the only other thing I'm going to draw your attention to, let's come down to here and you'll see summary icon on web pages. By default, this is hidden. I want you to make it visible, and then it will summarize. You'll see there's a button on there, and we can summarize any web page. You could keep it hidden if you want. You can also set keyboard shortcuts to turn this on and off. Now, this is the video we want to watch, the 5 best luxury hybrid SUVs in 2024. What you may not know is that all YouTube videos have transcripts created. Yes, YouTube takes all that information and makes a transcript. The transcript is available without using this app. This has nothing to do with the app, but once you install the app, you'll see a little menu at the top here that talks about transcript and summary, and this is coming from your new app. Now, if you click this button, it'll just bring up the transcript, but you'll see the ChatGPT button here. Let's see what happens when we click this button. This takes us right into ChatGPT. It loads all the information. This is the transcription, and it comes down here. And of course, it's summarizing this for us, and we're going to see what cars are actually in this video, and if we're interested. So as it comes up here, you'll see that the cars here, the top 5 cars, the Lexus Hybrid, the Alfa Romeo, the Lexus RX Hybrid, so on and so forth. And we see the cars that are actually in this video, none of which I'm interested, so I'm not going to watch the video. But this is all how you quickly can find out the information in the video. So this is a news article about the Galaxy 24 watch. It's from Google News. It's a long article. I want it summarized to give me the 5 points, the same as in the video. Now you will see on the bottom right-hand corner, the Chat GPT icon from the app here. This is why I wanted you to turn it on in settings. We're going to click this. Again, it puts us right into Chat GPT. It summarizes the article for us as we come down here, and it gives us the 5 important points. So I use this extension in 3 ways. The first I showed you is to summarize videos that I might be interested in. The second is to summarize articles that I read in the news service. But the third way I use it is in my own videos. After I create a video, I use this extension to create a summary, which I use in the description of my video. It saves me so much time in writing those descriptions. Give it a try. This is a great free extension that I think you'll really enjoy. Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Have a great day.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was
I'll go check that out.
interesting. Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought it? I think we're gonna be amazed at all the things that AI is, coming in where we never thought.
It's gonna be easier for people to take their
They'd take advantage of
information
you.
because all they need is a little bit of your voice to copy it,
Right.
to get stuff.
So, that's-
Hey Dennis.
So what, it's
Alright.
noon. Do we have time for one more, or do we have
Oh,
just
yeah,
want
we got
questions
time.
and answers, or?
It's only been an hour.
All right.
I don't gotta get out of here today till almost
Do
12:30.
the fun with photos, or do you do co-pilot or what?
Maybe do, Chris Gould's,
Fun with photos.
yeah, fun with
That's
photos.
always interesting.
I take this chair yoga class over Zoom and I really like it. I want to have memories of this. And just a simple photo won't do. I set up my iPhone in
anybody
the
seeing
corner
this?
of the room and used my Apple Watch
Are you
to
not
snap a
seeing?
photo several
No,
times
that was
during the
kind
class.
of recording.
I made sure that it was on live photos so that I got motion along with it. And then I put it all together in this little movie using Google Photos highlight video feature. If you would like
Brave to get
to
up
make
there.
a similar kind of little movie, there's 3 things you would need to know. 1, how to use your Apple Watch as a shutter release for your iPhone, or how to use your voice for an Android. Number 2, how to take a live photo on an iPhone or motion photo on an Android. And number 3, how to put together all these motion photos into a little movie using the highlight video technique on Google Photos on the computer. I'm going to show you how.
Do you think you're smart about this? Smarter than you?
First, I'm going to put my iPhone in this little tripod and get it in position. Now, you might, if you don't have a tripod, maybe you can just find a place to lean it up against something that will be in the right position. Next, I'm going to look at my Apple Watch, go into the apps and find the camera remote. Camera remote. And now I am seeing what my phone's camera is seeing. Oops, now I didn't check to make sure that the camera is set to take live photos. So let's take a look at that. Here is the camera, and I just want it in photo, 1x, and no, this is the live photo indicator, that bullseye. I want it to make sure that it is on, and it is. So for every photo taken, it will also take 3 seconds of video. And notice that my watch will take a picture, but giving me 3 seconds. So I will tap it to take a picture. I have 3 seconds to say hello. And then I can tap 3 seconds again and and we'll see what those look like. Now, if you have a Samsung camera phone, then there isn't anything called live, but this little button right here is called motion. So motion off, motion on, and it does the same thing as the live on a iPhone. The other thing is, if you don't have a watch that can control it, you can issue verbal commands to your Samsung. In the camera, under settings and shooting methods, voice commands. Take pictures by saying these words. And I'll just want to prove it to you. So I'm going to put it in selfie mode, and I'll get in front of it and say, smile. And it took a picture. So you could do that to set up your phone away from you and then tell it to take a picture. Now, since I use Google Photos, I can show you the pictures that I just took with my watch and my iPhone by going to the computer. So here is the first photo. And as you can see, it is just a photo. But this little button here means show me the motion. Hello, 3 seconds to say hello, 3 seconds to. That's the first one. And then here was the second one. So here are all the live photos that I took during my chair yoga class the other day. I can show you, it looks just like a picture, but there is 3 seconds of motion if I just click this little play button. And same thing with all of these. To make my little movie, all I have to do is select these photos, click the plus, and choose Highlight Video. Now this requires you to do it on the computer. The phone doesn't pick up the motion like this. I don't want it to be vertical. I want it to be horizontal. So I click this aspect ratio button, make it landscape. I do want some music. I'll go to reflective, and how about Kate's Waltz? And that's it. I can play my new little movie. Save, and you're done. Was that fun or what? Now it does take a few minutes to render. You have to be patient. If you make the highlight video using your phone, you won't get the motion in the motion photos, but maybe what you want is just a slideshow. So here are some pictures from our Hawaii trip. I'm on my Samsung. If I select several of these, I don't think I said Google Photos anywhere. All right.
I'll put some.
Yeah, one more. There. And you tap plus and highlight video. Once again, I want to make sure that it's in landscape mode because that's how most of my photos are. And I want to add some music, the theme music. And I like the upbeat. And there's one down here, this How About It? I like that. And save. And it just plays a slideshow. Save, and it takes a few minutes to process. It will give you a notification when it's done. Back to the computer where you can play these, and a highlight video will have this little film strip kind of an icon on it. I will play it.
Hey there.
And that's just a way to make a great little slideshow of travel photos. Well, I hope you learned something, and I hope you have some fun with your photos.
They travel all
So really the main point there was the Google Photos feature called Highlight Videos. And if you do it on the computer, you'll get the motion in your live photos as part of the video. It's so cool.
Thanks, Chris. Great. And Bob is going to talk some more about cybercrime and how AI is protecting us. So go ahead, Bob.
Nope.
That's another hodgepodge. We're going there.
We can use that another time.
So, all these links, so if you wanna go back and watch them, and like me, I usually wanna, what did they say or show? And, we can do that. There's one more on here, I don't know how long it is, on Copilot. Using Copilot, which is Microsoft's artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah, that would be
program.
interesting.
You want to see that?
Okay. Hopefully it's only 5 or 10
It's all right,
minutes.
it's fine.
Okay, Pam's all in.
Creating a supercharged Copilot web app. Start by going to copilot.microsoft.com. Once you've done that, next step is to sign in to your Microsoft account. I'll be doing that and be back as soon as that part's done. Once you've signed in to your account, you now notice something new called plugins. Select the plugins, and from here, there are some things that you can add to Copilot. For instance, Instacart, Kayak, Clamma, OpenTable, Shop, Suno. You noticed I have activated, and Sumo allows you to create songs just by typing words, and we'll look at that a little bit more further on in this video. Also, you can activate the search so that searches are all automatically empowered by Copilot. Now, once you've activated all the add-ons that you want to add to your list, the next thing is to make this a progressive web app. And to do that, go to the three-dot menu up on top, go down to Apps, and select Install this site as an app. It gives it the Copilot by default. Let's call this one, since we've done some changes, and add Enhanced to it. Select Install, and here you can now select Pin to the taskbar, Pin to the Start menu. You can also create a desktop shortcut, or you can have it auto start on the device login. I will pin this to the taskbar and pin it to the start. Select Allow. Would you like to pin Copilot Enhanced to your taskbar? You'll have to say yes to allow that to happen. Once that's done, you're now all set. So let's close out this one and go ahead and go to our desktop and select it from there. I no longer need the browser because you'll notice that Copilot is now on the taskbar. It's in the overflow because I have too many icons open, but it's there. So let's select it to open it. And this is your supercharged Copilot. Make sure that you're signed in, because otherwise you won't have access to any of the goodies, the plugins. In this case, what we want to do is to use one of those plugins, and we want to use Make a Song with Suno. It is now using Suno, a happy song about tech for seniors. As you can see, it says using Suno, and it's going to write a song about tech for seniors. And here is your song.
Time to surf the web, to let the grandkids hear what they said. Unlock the screen, swipe it with delight. Tech's not just for the young, it's for us, alright. Tech is for everyone, young and old. Discover new worlds, let your stories unfold. Tech is for everyone, let's explore the wonders of the digital forevermore.
Not bad, considering all I did was put in some words. And of course, you can copy it. You can share it with other people. I'm going to be copying the link because I might need it for something else. But that's how you can supercharge Copilot. Anytime you want to use the supercharged one and get access to the plugins, and they'll be developing more as time progresses, just open up your supercharged Copilot icon in your taskbar. Stay safe, stay secure. I hope that helps.
Okay.
And you get
Oh, that
to
was great.
Copilot through Bing, and you have to be in Bing, so you have to be in,
Or you just say go to Copilot.
yeah, that would take you there, but
Oh.
if you go through, in the Microsoft, and what's their browser?
Bing.
Bing. And then you get in. And then, because he said sign in, they want any Microsoft account you have.
Right.
So if you had a Microsoft account for something else, or otherwise you sign up for one, I guess. So that was a little teaser on what else you can do with one of 9 billion things you can do with
That's right.
artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
So you could, it'd be fun. I would thought it right away. I would write something relevant that's going on and send it. I would make a song and then send it to my teenager, and they go, "Oh, what is she sending me now?" Okay, so those are the ones I chose for this month, and like I said, we'll be doing more Hodgepodge collections like this year, I suspect. But please let us know if you see something we'd like, we could share, or if you'd like us to look for something and find something on any subject.
I like these little
You like the Hodgepodge?
I do, yeah. Because they're very informative and they're don't take. a
It's
long time
helpful when
to see the
Mickey's got them
video.
posted already, so we can go back.
Well, you said it to me in time.
I also have good time with the correct thing. Jeez. And then you can go back and review, because after I watch a lot of these, I go, what was it called? What was the one that said it? Was that on Tech for Senior, or was that on the Geeks on Tour page, you know, and then I gotta go back and think, but if save it right away, get it on a list like we're putting it on this list.
So you're going to email everybody to.
The Eclipse stuff,
For the, I mean, Hodgepodge, how many members would like to?
oh,
So, to.
and ask her information, yeah, I'll do that, I'll send one and ask,
Yeah.
say, please reply if you'd like to tell us what you're.
Yeah, I was going to, so just like, from doctor's office, the reminder they send you, say yes or no or something, or confirm or something, just a simple text they send you. You can send the same thing, that if you like Hodgepodge, say yes or no.
I love it.
I don't know if it work or not, but it is so easier than the.
Oh, then, oh, you mean like, we'd ask for your input in a yes and no question? That you would reply, what was that one, monkey or something?
Survey Monkey.
Survey Monkey,
You have to click on that and go to play. She's talking about where they say your appointments is. for
oh, are you all
tomorrow.
set for it?
Yeah, click this button to
If you're
accept it,
coming.
or you confirm.
And they don't have to go to the email or
Right.
anything, it's just.
Well, it is an
text and
email.
one
He's
simple
not-
word, yes or no.
Well, but you get an email that says,
Yeah.
click here, usually.
We can't do it all for you.
Well, we'll try, if it's still not right, let me know.
Yeah, I get them in text. But,
Oh, from the doctor's office?
right, and I also.
I think you can specify with them, can't you?
Yeah.
Text.
Yeah, me too.
Some people prefer text and some people prefer
We
email.
all get that text, even for doctor's office, a reminder or confirming the appointment as, for pharmacy, just like she said.
So you think the text is easier? Well, if I had text, we could create text lists for people instead of the email lists, both.
Yeah, I spend more time with my phone than with my email.
Yeah,
Wow,
I tend to,
I'm the opposite.
I check both.
yeah, and I look at both, and I can look at both on my phone
I don't.
Mine will let me know when I have a text.
or a phone. Or a phone.
Nowadays, they ask you are got, notification on the
Yeah.
email or text, I always say text.
Oh, you prefer text, see,
Yeah.
that's starting to be the way,
Because it's easiest.
yeah.
I mean, you have to sit in front of your computer, even if it's a tablet. I don't want to do that.
That's right, you can just do it on your cell
Yeah.
phone.
The ladies have spoken. Okay, we'll keep that in mind and, go from there.
Yep, sounds good.
Now, the only time I really run to my email is to see what computer plug. Communication.
And then there's 6 messages from us
Yeah.
contradicting each other.
Yeah, but that's the only time. I mean, the computer to me is a hassle. It
You know,
makes
some
me
people
sick.
might not,
Oh,
and some people might not want text, so we gotta sort it out.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, even I have 6 ladies I used to work with at the library. And we get together once a month usually and talk about a book for 5 minutes and then gossip. And one only does text, one only does email, and 3 of us will do either one. So you gotta sit there and think,
Who gets what?
who gets what, and then I notify.
Send them on both of them.
yeah, I get them both for.
And I'm not sure we
Yeah.
have everybody's.
Phone number, cell phone, oh, well, we'll review it, we'll review,
Oh, you wanted to mention about maybe getting together for the lunch?
oh, yes, we were talking about doing a lunch.
Today?
No,
not
it
today.
would be
We
today,
gotta
because we
make
gotta
sure we got.
plan a skip
Right.
ahead. But
Right.
you'd be interested,
Oh.
right, you wanna do a lunch sometime? Go to a
Let's
restaurant?
get together and
And
have
have
lunch.
lunch.
Today,
No,
No.
not
We
today.
gotta plan it first.
We were seeing if there's an interest and then plan ahead
Oh, yeah.
oh.
with a
okay.
little notice.
Yeah, she'll do it like she does email and I'll look for it.
Yeah, I could do it by text. We could call it the.
Send an email out.
Bunch.
Yeah, I like that. I love it.
It's faster, easier.
Oh, for text, yes.
I don't know, I was just thinking.
Yeah. You know what I did? I saw the dentist office called me and I missed the call. And I said, well, I could call them back. They're calling about my appointment tomorrow, but should I assume it's on or not on? Anyway, so I thought maybe I'll go to the voicemail, see if they left it. I haven't listened to voicemail in months.
Oh.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
And I went and it said, your voicemail is full.
Oh, geez.
So I had to go through and delete. And there was only one that I saved and didn't delete, but and I know my grandkids and stuff, they won't ever listen to the voicemail.
no.
So don't even listen, don't even try. No. It's all about text
That's the way to go. I like
All
it.
about text.
and they get their news and everything on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't trust them. I don't trust TikTok, so I don't.
Well,
Yeah,
dogs and kittens.
Yeah, well,
That's
I
why
can
you
get that
Facebook
anywhere.
That's what you're supposed
Well, I do, I go to Facebook first and cause that's
Well,
what I'm
they
most
should
familiar
send
with.
out an email to the members and see who is interested in the lunch. And then pick a day and we'll go.
We'll say, please.
It doesn't have to be on a
Go to lunch.
business day like
No,
now,
no,
but
it
it
could
could be any time.
We could suggest 3 or 4 times and days and then
Right.
see
That
what
would be
works out.
nice.
Okay.
Okay,
It ain't Chinese.
Sandy, don't forget your purses here.
okay, thank you.
Well, I'm gonna go now. I'm
All right.
gonna force myself out the door. Wait, no. You guys have a good
And
one.
you were even early.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the Monday meeting for
Yes,
genealogy.
yes.
Okay.
to.
I won't
Have
forget
any
that one.
questions?
I won't forget that one.
Well, my
Adios.
question,
Goodbye, ladies.
she suggested that I ask you.
Right,
I'm gonna
that's
show-
important. Hang on. Any questions from the home audience?
Nope,
Otherwise we'll shut down the meeting. No,
good program,
pardon me?
good program, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
What did she say?
It was a hodgepodge.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it was not a good stuff. I enjoyed it. I copied the notes there. I'll press some file ups.
I'm glad Danny came.
Yeah. All right. Okay, time to stop. Bye. Pick 2 people, Don.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Don.
Oh, I was on-
Bye.
See?
You